Okay, so I just finished putting everything together. Um, I actually lost. Uh, I lost the notes I put down. I like wrote because when this genius struck me, I guess you can say. I mean, yes, it's really ingenious. Um, it's like I see it as the holy grail of behaviorism, actually, of understanding people and people understanding themselves enough to also understand others and interact with others better. I just feel like I'm talking just like, anyway. So I like this all started last year, 2017, like June. Yeah, June-ish. While I was in recovery, I it was like the universe just opened up into my mind, and I just kept seeing these images of the zodiac, the signs, and the fascination with signs continued to like, no, not. It started off with the fascination of the signs building, and then um, by time June, when I was in recovery, it was just like all of like I could see these all these diagrams and different things in my mind's eye. Yes, and so I finally drew it out and stuff, but I think those were actually in my storage unit, which was sold. So I do not have access to those, and I don't have them. Yet the notes, I thought I took those out, but I have no idea where they are. Yeah, so I'm just gonna say I lost them. And so it took me a minute to like rethink about how I defined element, duality, and mode. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let me flip this. Okay, so here we have, there we go. Here we have element, duality, mode, and then a chart. Um, so we have the ascending and the descendant, or the ascendant, the descendant, and the median. So I'm still learning myself about different things. So this, I just threw this together. Um, well, let me hold it like this. I used a paper plate cutout to kind of draw this. It still looks like shit, but it's better than the circle on the back. I still use that circle for something though. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this, but first I just want to go through element real quick. So element is how you approach life. Duality is how you respond to life, and mode is how you communicate in life. And then, so the elements you have fire, water, air, earth. The dualities you have cardinal, mutable, fixed. And then the modes you have passive and assertive. This is just a quick overview of what I'm working with, and where this whole theory is gonna go. So later, to explain cardinal, mutable, fixed, the dualities, I will go into a more in-depth video about that later. But for now, it's a quick overview. So remember mode and remember element. We're gonna get into that in a minute more. So as you can see, as I said, I'm still learning about the chart. Um, yet, okay, so each planet rules a house. I know Aries is house one, and then you go on through the list. The first house is Aries, the last house is Pisces. And then each planet is ruled by, I mean, each sign is ruled by a planet. Leo is ruled by the sun, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. And Gemini, I believe, is ruled by Mercury. Pisces and Sagittarius are ruled by Jupiter. Aquarius and Capricorn are ruled by Saturn. And that's all I can remember right now. Again, I'm still learning about that part. and how the rolling over houses works, because as you can see, it's completely different for your personalized birth chart. Your birth chart will not have, everyone's birth chart does not have Aries in first house and then Taurus in second house and so forth. That changes depending on where you were born and the time that you were born, okay? So your houses, the signs that you have in those houses depend on your birth date and your birth time and your birth location, and where the planets were during that time. Yet in general, for some reason, each house has a specific sign to it, and then each sign has a planet that it's ruled by. I'm still learning about that. So yeah, this, as you can see, this circle looks far shittier than this one. So anyway, so I'm gonna stop flipping the paper around. Okay, so yeah, remember element mode. Let's go. So here we have what I like to call two categories: the great pretenders and then the direct shooters. What are these two categories? Two categories based off of? They're based off of mode. So the direct shooters are assertive, and the great pretenders are passive. Now again, I will, just like duality, I will explain in more depth the mode and what it actually means, okay? This is an overview, okay? So you can know a great pretender or a direct shooter based off of their element. So the great pretenders are water and earth element signs, and the direct shooters are fire and air signs. So the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Then in the direct shooters we have the fire signs, which are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then the air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Now again, just like with the duality and the mode, we'll also explain what it means, what each element means, and how that factors more into life approach, life response, and life communication. Okay, so we'll go into more depth with that later. Again, an overview. So here we have the great pretenders and the direct shooters. Well, in terms of who's what, as far as duality goes, here we go. So all of the cardinal signs are Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Libra. All the mutable signs are Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini. And all of the fixed signs are Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Okay, so there we go. Oh, and by the way, I tried to use this to make the circle, but I didn't. I don't know why I even cut this out. It did make that one easier to use, though. Okay, so now we are back to this. Alright, so in terms of, the great pretenders, the direct shooters, and their dualities, so the two categories, which also categorizes the elements simultaneously, and then their dualities. In relation to this, my phone's getting dark. Anyways, oh yeah, my phone is doing some shit. I think I can finish this video. Why I'm referring, okay, no. what I have decided to do is, instead of referring to these as signs, I think, no, in terms of what I'm doing, it's better, they're better served, okay? I'm just like all over the place. They're better served as energies. Why? Because of the triune. Remember the three. Okay, so your ascending sign would be in your first house, and then I'm still learning again, so, but yeah, for the sake of this, hold on, let me take this pen off. Okay, so for the sake of this, where am I at? Your let's say your first house is Sagittarius. Is that the sign? I'm just using the ones I know the signs for. And then your second house is I think that's Virgo. And then your third house is what was the one? It looks like a 69. I think that's the sign for Cancer. Okay, so let's say that this is Sag, this is Virgo, and this is Cancer. And then also, let's say that this is Moon, this is Sun, and this is Ascending, okay? Because this would be your ascending, since it's in your first house. So let's say we have, wow, this is like a terrible little thing. Okay, let's say we have Sag, Virgo, and Cancer. Well, we now